Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sykeston Fieldhouse for the 15th annual SEMO Conference Tournament. Tonight we have the Consolation Championship between Dexter and Jackson. Before we get to our starting lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups. Jackson will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. They entered the tournament as the number 2 seed. 6'2" junior, number 11, Quinn Scott. 6'3" junior, number 12, Elliott Cowell. 6'5" junior, number 22, Nick Wazalewski. 6'1" freshman, number 23, Blaine Harris. 6'8" sophomore, number 33, Clayton Ernst. The Indians are coached by Darren Scott. Dexter entered the tournament as the number 5 seed, and their starting lineups: 6' senior, number 1, Ryder Bowles. 5'11" senior, number 5, Carter Dorton. 6'2" sophomore, number 14, Cole Nichols. 6' senior, number 15, Peyton Driscoll. 6'6" senior, number 22, Jackson Allen. The Bearcats are coached by Chad Allen. Officials for tonight's game: Matt Keeney, Joe Bill Davis, and Jason Reed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday night here in the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament. We got 2 games on tap for you here tonight. We're going to start out with the Consolation Championship, and it's going to be Dexter, the number 5 seed, taking on Jackson, the number 2 seed. I'm Chris Hotchkiss alongside my partner as normal, Jeff Limbaugh. We'll be bringing you all the action here in this game.
Looked to be a good one. Size versus 5 guards for Dexter. They like to shoot. See which style comes out here on top.
Now we saw, Dexter, did not have the size advantage over Cape Central. Didn't really matter as they took out Cape Central the other night to make it here. So, yeah, these Bearcats can sure shoot it well. And Jackson Allen going to be called for a travel. I thought he was maybe going to put that up. He was in a good position.
I thought the same thing. He probably should have shot.
Yeah.
His dad's probably telling him the same thing. See how the pressure affects Jackson here. Thought Jackson played better in their win.
They did. I would agree with you on that.
Wazalewski got more active. Remember, he got shut out in game 1.
Right.
He was maybe the best player on the floor in game 2. That is good call there. Ducked his head, got a charge.
So doing a little bit too much there was Wazalewski.
Andrew Ellinghouse is on the bench for Dexter, but didn't get to start. Sure, we'll see him. That extends that Dexter bench at least by 1 player. I think Dexter's play in this tournament, Chris, has probably rewarded them with the number 1 seed at the Bloomfield Christmas tournament.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Are those out?
No, I haven't seen Bloomfield either.
Yeah, I haven't seen those.
But, Bernie's usually good over there, and Advance, that's Cape, and Van Buren, those guys like that. Dexter's the best team. Kennett's over there. Malden.
Kennett was the 9 seed in the SEMO Conference Tournament. Went 0-2 in the tournament. No score here. 2 minutes gone in this first quarter. It's going to be a turnover. Gives it back to the Bearcats.
I'm old enough to remember when Sykeston was in that Bloomfield Christmas term. Played in it myself.
Really?
That's been a long time.
You're dating yourself, partner.
Yeah, they kicked Sykeston and Bluff out. Didn't want any more of the big schools in it. Sykeston struggled for a while trying to find a Christmas tournament and kind of settled in now to St. Dominic.
Jackson Allen couldn't get that one to go. Three ball off the mark. Long rebound comes out to Bose. Nichols couldn't get that three to go.
Yeah, had a good look, as did Allen previously.
Ernst with the offensive rebound, but a good block by Jackson Allen. Nichols will take it coast to coast. Couldn't finish. Still waiting on somebody to get something to go down here in this Consolation Championship matchup.
First team scores wins.
I don't think we're going to do that, but
different. This should be a Friday night game. It has been for the previous 14 years, but
yeah, because of COVID, we've had a little bit different schedule this week, as Jeff just alluded to. We had 4 games on Saturday, and that enabled us to spread games out a little bit more throughout the week. 2 games each night, except for tomorrow night, championship night, will be only 1 game, and it'll be at 6 o'clock. Sykeston and Poplar Bluff will play for 3rd place in the 7:30 game tonight. So you got the championship and then the 3rd place game, and then championship game tomorrow night.
Dexter with that 5-out offense, just nobody in the paint trying to take somebody off the dribble or shoot a 3. They just haven't hit any as of yet.
And another turnover. Gives it back to the Bearcats. Still no score. 3.5 minutes gone here. First quarter action. Slow start to this Consolation Championship matchup.
Coach Allen likes his group. I saw it in the paper. Very coachable, he said. Smart. Take what the defense gives them.
Still couldn't get one to go down. And it's going to be Indian basketball. It's going to be a foul on Driscoll.
Team foul, number 1.
Midway in this first quarter, still no score.
I would think what teams have found out about Jackson is that you got to see if they can handle any pressure. That's what Dexter putting a little 1-2-2 3-quarter trap on them.
No, we've had some open shots, quite a few open shots. Couldn't get one to go until right then, and it's going to be a made 3 for Quinn Scott and the foul. So he's going to have a chance to make this a 4-point play.
Second on Driscoll as well for Dexter.
Quinn Scott to the free throw line.
Quinn Scott is shooter. Chance for a 4-point play.
Couldn't get it to go down, but Wazalewski got the offensive board. And now we're going to get a loose ball foul. That's going to be on Elliott Cowell.
Dexter's got to block out, especially on free throws, or it'll be a long night for the Bearcats.
3-0. Jackson leads it early here in this Consolation Championship matchup.
Not a lot of movement for Dexter. They're just kind of standing around, aren't they?
Small crowd right now for this game. We had our best crowd of the tournament last night. Had a good crowd out here for semifinal action.
New Madrid County Central brought a big crowd.
They did. They'll bring a big crowd tomorrow night, too. They're behind their Eagles.
I don't think you want to take too much to Ernst in there at 6'8". Make him respect you, but then kick it out to an open shooter.
Two and a half to go here. Dexter yet to get on the scoreboard. And we're going to get a 3-second violation and a turnover.
Chad was trying to call a timeout. I didn't see him either. Said something to the officials. Didn't get the call.
Good to stay with the Indians.
Dylan Seitz, a 5'8 junior, number 12 out there for Dexter. He's scrappy. Gets him a steal just as we talk about him.
And he got the bucket on the far end.
To me, Dexter's got to run a little bit. I mean, sitting around shooting threes in a slow game, I think you're playing right into Jackson.
Yeah.
You got to get, when you get the ball, you got to use your quickness because that's what you do have over Jackson. That's a walk.
Slusher got that bucket.
Jackson hadn't started well in any of the games here in this tournament. He had a better second quarter in game 2, but
$1:30 left, 3-2. Indians lead it.
and we haven't slowed it down. They're trying to play, aren't they? 3-2 with minute 30 left. Sounds like a stall game.
It's not been. There's been a lid on the bucket for both of these squads. As we've said, they've had chances, they've had looks, just haven't got anything to go down here. It's the early game, 6 o'clock start. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Indian basketball. Slusher thought he got bumped there a little bit.
Arts
But
just knocked him off the ball, didn't he? You better have you some moves inside. Take on a 6'8" post player.
Jeff, did you see the big news this afternoon? The SEC and ESPN signed a 10-year agreement. I didn't see the money part of it, but as soon as I think it's 2 more years, the CBS contract runs out with the SEC. You know, the CBS gets to pick their game at that 2:30 time slot. Well, that's going to go away when this contract ends, and ESPN bought the rights. They spent a bunch of money, I would assume, on the SEC, and we're going to get a foul off the ball.
You can count on Alabama at that 2:30 game all the time. So now you're telling me I can't count on Alabama being on that 2:30.
Not after a couple years. It's going to switch to ESPN, but apparently there's a little more flexibility for schools. They can pick some of their more game times. It's not just what they get assigned each and every week. So, and I'm sure it's a lot more money too, being ESPN. Nice little up and under move by Ernst. Used the rim as an extra block there. Was able to shield himself using that rim. And Jackson leads at 5-2. Kiss off the glass wouldn't go. And let's see what the Indians can get here in the last few seconds. I'm not sure if they realize the time on the clock. They do. 3 at the buzzer is off the mark. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Jackson leads at 5-2 after 1. We'll step aside for a break. You're watching the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here as we start second quarter action. No lead changes in that first half. Jackson hit the first bucket to go up 3-0, and they held a lead. It's 5-2 at the end of one. Very low scoring affair here to start this ball game.
Get some movement on the Dexter offensive end. They were just standing around, in my opinion, shooting threes.
Coach Allen was talking about that over in the in between the quarters. Was talking about the movement and the motion. I tried to take my headset off so I could hear him a little bit. It's a lot more quiet in here, and he's right here in front of us. And a block by Wazalewski as Nichols was trying to finish with the left at the rim.
You got to go right toward the rim. You can't back off any because you got Wazalewski and Ernst there to block everything.
Floater wouldn't go for Slusher. Hey, we do have the email address up and going if you want to send us an email tonight. Left hand wouldn't go. Follow wouldn't go. Finally cleared by the Indians. Webcast at sykestonr6.org. That's webcast at sykestonr6.org as Rhett Liley got that one to go.
Yeah, filled that lane on the break. Perfect. Got distributed the ball.
Lively was one of the football players, I believe, wasn't he?
Was a tight end, Lively, wasn't it?
I think so. He looks like a tight end to me.
All Jackson's team looked like a tight end.
That's a good point. Very physical team.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 5.
That's number 2 on Cal.
Shooting 2.
Sykes with a couple of free throws coming up
well.
here.
Got a couple of steals. Son of the girls basketball coach, Eric Sykes.
Off on his first free throw. He'll get a second.
Dexter brought a good crowd over, didn't they, Chris?
They did.
Dexter travels well.
They support their Bearcats. Just about a 20-minute drive down Highway 60.
First point for a while for Dexter, even though it was 1.
7-3.
He's been stuck on 2 for a long time.
Good point. Played about a minute 40 here in this second quarter. Lining up a 3 ball, but too hard. Ernst's follow wouldn't go. And now Dexter finally comes away with it. Jackson had some chances, just couldn't get it to go. And we're going to get a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Riley Slusher.
Took it strong, didn't Slusher. He had a guard to his right if he wanted to distribute it to him, but elected to take it right at the freshman Harris, who picked up his first foul.
Too hard on the first one. He'll get a second.
Consolation game that is like the 5th seed, right?
Right.
Consolation. That's Dexter's seed coming into it. Jackson was a 2 seed. We saw a lot of upsets in that first round. It'll be 7 versus 4 in the championship game.
It will be 6 and 8 in the third place game. Seeds all over the place here. Follows just like everything else going on in 2020, right?
Right.
Hey, shout out to all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts happen. Really appreciate them. All their support of all these area teams and schools and help make this broadcast happen each and every night. Also, thanks to Lloyd Rice and all his crew down at Go SEMO Fiber. They're taking this stream and they are putting it on their system on Local 95. So
yeah, they're all over. I saw they're up in Marble Hill and Advance area and Richland area and New Madrid County Central.
Yeah, they're doing a good
Kelly.
job. Well, with that Local 95 channel, they can pick some area games and put them on and stream them and stuff. And that's, for fans around the Southeast Missouri area, it's a very good benefit that they provide.
Right. Providing that internet service to people that haven't been used to getting it in those areas. Bonus with the 17 fouls.
I was going to say, I did not realize that Jackson already had 17 fouls. I just looked up and saw that.
Ryder Bowles to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1.
6-foot senior Bowles. Only the 3rd Bearcat to score so far tonight.
Got the second free throw to go also. 9-6 now, just over 5 minutes left here. First half action. Three ball off the mark.
Quinn had a good look, stepped right into it, just didn't go.
Good rebound by Driscoll. And a nice left-hand look by Slusher.
Dexter's cut the lead down to 1, almost halfway through the quarter.
Three ball off the mark. And I think we're going to get a tie-up, aren't we?
Right.
Going to stay right here with the Indians.
Ernst with the offensive rebound, but stuck it down low and allowed Dexter to come over and tie him up.
Hey, you were talking about the Christmas tournament and the seeds there in Bloomfield and, Dexter's possible seed there as we get a foul on Ryder Bowles. I saw today where the seeds came out for the St. Dominic Christmas tournament in Sykeston, who will be playing the third place game after this one. The Bulldogs, they received the number 2 seed in that Christmas tournament. So if you're a Sykeston fan, just be on the lookout for that schedule coming out. And
Sykeston enjoys going up there.
Three ball off the mark by Jackson Allen. Harris with the bucket right underneath us. 11-8. Jackson leads it. 3:30 left first half action. Good take, couldn't finish. But a good take by Boyles. Good job by Jackson Allen denying that pass inside to Ernst. He was posted up in there. And we're going to get a foul and 2 free throws coming up going the other way.
I guess 3 on Cal, Chris, if it's on him, and I think it was.
That's his third personal foul.
Sure is. Good call. Coach Allen wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:01 left first half action. Jackson leads it 11-8.
30-second timeout.
Two free throws coming up here for Colton Nichols trying to cut into this 3-point Jackson lead.
Cole scoreless. They're going to need points from him.
Off on the first one. He'll get a second. Cole's had a nice tournament. Sophomore guard for Coach Chad Allen. And off on the second one. Nichols typically a better shooter than that, as Jeff said, held scoreless here. Only 8 points for Dexter, only 11 for Jackson, though, with 2:50 left in this first half.
Foul on Dexter. Dylan Seitz, that's his first personal. Team foul number 6.
Next foul will send Jackson to the line. Dexter needs to pick up some ball pressure here. Both teams kind of reserved.
Yeah.
Not up and down. Maybe it's just because last night was so much up and down for us.
I think we're going to see up and down in the next game. What do you think, partner?
I know we will then.
Sykes
will make them play up and down.
Sykes and Poplar Bluff.
Sykes wants to play up and down. That's a good matchup. I think the Bulldogs might be a slight underdog in that game.
So you saying their 14-game winning streak against Poplar Bluff could be in jeopardy tonight?
I'm saying Sykes is going to have to play well.
They will.
And they can.
That's a big 3 by Ryder Bowles stepping up. That ties it up 11 apiece.
I'm hoping Sykes got maybe where they'll start listening to Coach Hollifield again, get coached back up.
Nice look inside to Wazalewski.
Sometimes those losses are good for you, especially a young team.
Backdoor cut to Bowles. Had his shot blocked by Wazalewski out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bearcats.
And we talked about, I think Bluff's a good team. They're
They
one
are.
of the top 2 teams that I saw in this tournament. I'll just be honest. I think Bluff has played well.
A lot of folks, we talked to back in the hospitality area and off camera and stuff have been very impressed with Poplar Bluff and with New Madrid all week long. Those 2 teams have probably got more of the buzz than anybody that I've heard here.
I think Coach Unterreiner told them the best number 8 seed he's ever seen in a tournament. Nice move, but lost a handle.
Yeah, lost it on the way up. Jackson trying to extend this 2-point lead, and a foul. And 2 free throws coming up.
About a nice bounce pass from Quinn Scott.
It was
leading toward the bucket.
Foul on Dexter's Riley Slusher.
Slusher is going to get called for his second personal.
One of the better freshmen in it. We can have an all-freshman team in this tournament. New Madrid County Central will probably dominate it, but Blaine Harris for Jackson has made his presence known. Harris with 4 now in the game.
(15-11). Runner by Nichols off the mark.
About Dorton all over the floor.
Yeah.
What do they list him? 5'11", looks smaller than that.
5'11" senior guard.
That's a couple of times he's kept the possession alive with a big offensive rebound.
That's just hustle by Dorton.
That's just wanting the ball.
Clock goes inside 20 seconds. Dexter with the ball, trailing by 4. Dorton was calling for it. Now they'll swing it over.
Got to get a shot.
Nichols, fall away 3 at the buzzer, off the mark. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Jackson leads Dexter 15-11. We'll step aside for a break here at the half. When we come back, Jeff will have first half stats. You're watching the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh back here at the half. Jackson leads Dexter 15-11. Here's Jeff with the first half stats.
No stalling, huh?
No.
I can wrap this up pretty quick.
Okay.
For Dexter, only 3 players in the scoring column. Ryder Bowles led the way with 5, and Riley Slusher with 5. So that means 1 point for Dylan Seitz, and that's Dexter's total of 11. And I didn't figure that for a whole half.
Me either.
Bearcats, as well, they shoot from the outside. They were only 4 for 8 from the free throw line as well in that first half. For Jackson, they had 6 players in the scoring column, but pretty balanced scoring there. Freshman Blaine Harris led the way with 4, 3 for Quinn Scott. And then 2 points each for Elliott Cowell, who's got 3 fouls, by the way. Nick Wazlewski, how can you be as talented as Nick Wazlewski and have 2 points?
Good point.
Here at the half. 2 points for a 6'8 sophomore, Clayton Ernst, only 2. And 2 points for Rhett Liley for Jackson. Jackson was 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
So not a lot of scoring there in the first half.
Yeah.
By either squad, 15-11. Jackson leads
that
it.
surprises me. Don't that surprise you?
Yeah, it does me
mean,
too.
even with the 6'8 and Wazalewski, you would think they would pound it inside, get every shot they wanted, and, Dexter wanting to run, shoot a lot of threes. At least that's what I thought this game would turn out to be, but it's been definitely quite something different. See what adjustments are made here at the half.
Bearcat basketball to start this second half.
Look how high that Jackson defense is, though. I mean, they're
really going to press out. I mean, they know Dexter wants to shoot those threes out there. Dexter can shoot them well. Bowles couldn't get that 3 to go. Jackson Allen with the offensive board. But Bowles got the second one to go. Cuts the lead down to 1 now, 15-14.
His second 3. Jackson Allen had 20 points last night, right? Against Notre Dame. He's scoreless at the half. 20, more than 20
There's
or more.
Turnover forced by some pressure. And we're going to get an offensive foul, a charge.
Foul against Dexter is Cole Nichols. That's his first team foul, number 1.
Had a wave off the basket. Dexter would have taken the lead if the basket would have counted.
Still no Andrew Ellinghouse for Dexter.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise. Wazalewski couldn't
still
get
under
the 3.
the weather, or maybe something we don't know.
He was under the weather the other night whenever the Bearcats played 2 nights ago. Floater wouldn't go.
Nichols is a little more active here to start this quarter. Dexter, a member of 2 conferences, Chris.
Yep. SEMO
Not too
conference.
many teams, around doing that.
And a 3 rattled home by Quinn Scott. That's his first 3, isn't it? Second. That's right. He started the game with a 3. Tipped out of bounds, but it'll stay with Dexter.
Member of 2 conferences, it's easy to put a schedule together, I would assume.
True. Play everybody in both your conferences.
Both conferences have a conference tournament.
District assignments come out tomorrow. Be looking for those. I'm not sure exactly when, but I would assume sometime tomorrow morning.
Say before we come on the air.
Yep, that'll be something we can talk about tomorrow night. Talk about those district assignments. Notre Dame has had some success, went to the Final Four last year. You got that championship factor. It makes you wonder, are they going to get bumped up to a different class? Or, you just never know with how it's going to be done now. This championship factor is totally different. And we're going to get a foul on Bowles.
Ryder Bowles, his second. Team foul, number 2.
I didn't see that. That was definitely away from the ball.
Yeah.
talks of most of the Class 4, say like Notre Dame and Notre Dame and Cape and Sykeston. Dexter's been in Class 4, but
they've all been in there for a while.
Before it's all said and done, it might just be Dexter left in Class 4, with them adding a extra class now in basketball like they do in football.
It'll be interesting to see tomorrow morning where everything shakes out.
I bet Dexter would like to see Sykeston, Notre Dame, and Cape out of their district.
Dexter could go down a class. I don't know. You don't know how it's going to play out. Nice kick out by Wazalewski. With his back to the bucket to Elliott Cow, who knocked the three down. Go ahead.
He's been a three-point shooter, as Cal, Chris, this tournament.
Leads ballooned up to 7 now for the Indians. 21-14 is our score.
Extra back standing around, at least in my opinion. Not making the defense hardly work at all.
Three from the top of the circle wouldn't go. But they're going to get a second chance with the Bearcats. Nichols, a drive in, took some contact. And it's going to be blocked out of bounds and stay with Dexter.
Well, Lucy could have went up and just grabbed that thing out of the air, couldn't he?
About like last night, I know, when Sykeston plays, I'm here, you're over on the radio side, but Cleo Taylor had one last night where he just spiked it down.
He played well.
He did play well. Floater wouldn't go. Cleared by the Indians. And we're going to get a block on the other end. Coach Chad Allen doesn't like that call. Neither does a Dexter fan to my right. I could hear him plain as day.
Team foul number 3.
We heard it up here. The referees heard it.
Yeah.
Another steal for Dylan Seitz.
Foul on Jackson's Quinn Scott. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
2 on Quinn Scott. 21-14.
Both these coaches got sons playing for their team. That's got to be
special for both of them.
Special's a good word. I was going to say fun, but I don't know. Maybe it's not fun, but special, yeah.
Floater, good for Driscoll.
Peyton's first bucket of the game.
Cuts the lead down to 5, 21-16. And a foul out front. I think they're going to get Nichols on that. It is on him.
Team foul number 4.
You would think, looking at the score, it would favor Dexter, but 5-point Jackson lead. I thought a low-scoring game would be in the advantage of the Bearcats. Maybe it still will.
Loose ball is going to end up into the hands of the Indians. And we're going to get a charge on Wazalewski. Second charge against him in this game. Ducked that shoulder right in front of Joe Bill Davis.
An easy call for the veteran official.
That's number 2 on him. Both of them have been charges.
Joe Bill in his 40th season of refereeing games, Chris.
I didn't realize that.
40 seasons he's been doing it. Still one of the better officials of our area.
So did he start when he was about 14 or 15
Must have. He's seen a lot of games.
No doubt about it. 3 ball off the mark. Bowles clears. He wants to get out and run a little bit now. 21-16, still been stuck on this 21-16 for a while, it seems like. Bowles had it stripped, picked up, wouldn't go by Slusher.
Wazlewski slinging elbows, going to get a foul.
Coach Scott wasn't happy with that call against Wazlewski.
Might even hurt him. Explain it. Darren's thinking he's pivoting around. I didn't think he intentionally slung the elbows around. But, yeah.
Looks like he's okay. He's going to get up and shake it off a little bit. He's tough.
Well, they're going to clear everybody out.
Coach Scott wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 1:34 left in the third quarter. Jackson leads at 21-16. We think it's going to be 2 shots and the ball for the Bearcats. It looked like before Coach Scott called that timeout, they were making everybody clear out. Yeah, they are.
This would be a big swing for Dexter.
So 2 shots and the ball here for the Bearcats. And, yeah, Dylan Sykes tried to get up there to take those free throws, and they're going to say, no, it was Ryder Bowles.
It's a good job by the referees catching that.
Missed the first one, did Bowles. Couldn't get that second one to go. But they'll still get the possession, will the Bearcats. 21-16, Jackson leads it. Get it into Nichols, spin move, wouldn't go.
Get out of that unscarred. Could have been a big turning point for Dexter. They don't get 1 point out of it.
Baseline jumper, good for Ernst. A 6'8" sophomore, knocking down that mid-range jumper on the baseline. Lead back up to 7 now, 23-16. Spot up 3, good for Riley Slusher.
Didn't think he had that in him.
Floater wouldn't go. Here come the Bearcats. They want to get out and run as Sykes is pushing it, kicks it over to Nichols. Bowles open, gets set, got it to go. 23-22 now. Dexter's trimmed it down to 1 inside 30 seconds in this third quarter. Now the crowd, for really the first time in this game, starts to get into it. Three ball, off the mark. Put back wouldn't go. And 2 free throws coming up for Cal.
Foul on
Dexter's Riley Slusher, his third. Team foul number 5. Elliott Cow at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Six in the game for Cal.
Make it 7 after making that one. Bowles at the buzzer, off the mark. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Jackson leads at 25-22. Back after this 60-second break, you're watching a SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Eight minutes left in this Consolation Championship. Who's going to take home a little hardware?
Dexter outscored Jackson 11-10 in this third quarter. Yeah, that's a good one for the Consolation Championship of the SEMO Conference Tournament.
Rebound comes in hands of Jackson Allen. Hands it off to Driscoll. Now Nichols will slow it down, looking for some help. Floater wouldn't go. Dorton in there, and they're going to say it went out of bounds off him.
Like he always is.
Yeah, I was going to say. 5'11", and he's in there with those 6'8" guys battling.
Jackson Allen still set out, Chris. I still believe he'll be a factor in this fourth quarter for Dexter. Cole Nichols shut out as well, so a lot of points left for those guys to make.
Foul on Dexter's Carter Norton. That's his second.
They're going to get that foul on Dorton. (25-22) still 1 minute gone here, fourth quarter action. Second game of the night is going to be for third place. It'll be Sykeston and Poplar Bluff battling for third place. Follow wouldn't go by Wazalewski, and they're going to get another chance here, are the Indians.
Wow. I bet he don't miss that too often. Right there, caught it up at the apex and just couldn't bang it home.
Quinn Scott a lineup of three, in and out, and back in.
He had time to check the wind and everything on that one.
That thing was halfway down, came out, and then went right back through.
Scott with 9, all 9 is his coming from three-point land. Dexter cut it down to 2, and now it's back up to 6. Bearcats need a bucket.
28-22, Jackson leads it. They lost their first round game
to New Madrid County,
who is in the championship game, and they're trying to come back and win the Consolation Championship, are the Indians. Nice look in and down to Ernst, counts a bucket and a foul.
A few times he touches it down low, but that's been there all game, I think.
Driscoll, his third, team foul number 7. Clayton Ernst to the line, shooting 1.
Dexter lost their opening matchup to Notre Dame, who's the opponent of New Madrid County Central for the championship. Ernst will keep getting better, only a sophomore at 6'8". Jackson always got somebody big in the middle. When I'm big, I mean 6'8", 6'7", 6'9".
Three ball by Sykes off the mark. And a nice save in by Ryder Bulls. Floater, good.
13 in the game for Bowles to lead Dexter in scoring.
And a foul.
And it's going to be his 4th for Bowles. I got
Easy
him.
call right in front of the official.
Free throws down on the other end.
Quinn Scott to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Got the first one. He'll get a second.
He's down double digits with 10 as Scott. 8-point lead. Jackson's extended it.
Couldn't get the second one to go. Jackson Allen clears. Three ball. Got it. Dorton knocks down that three.
His first basket of the night.
Cuts the lead back down to 5. 32-27. And a steal by Driscoll. Couldn't get back-to-back threes, but they're going to get another opportunity here, are the Bearcats.
Our man Dorton with that rebound.
Dorton, no. Couldn't get it to go. And we're going to get a loose ball foul. I think they're going to get that on Riley Slusher.
That's 4 on Riley.
Team foul number 9.
Free throws down on the other end.
So Bulls has 4 along with Slusher, right?
Right, that's what I got.
Well, you're official, correct?
Official for us.
Not official for Deej, though, right?
Deej is official.
And we're going to get a lane violation. So they're going to wipe away that free throw and give it back to Dexter. You can hear Jackson coaches talking about don't leave Jackson Allen. After he passes it off, don't leave him. Stay with him. They know he's a shooter. There you go. He gets a wide open shot there. Couldn't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds zone. It'll stay with the Bearcats.
Allen just hadn't bought a basket all game long.
(32-27) is the score. Inside 4 minutes here. Short on that three.
I think you guys extend your defense now if you're Dexter. And we got too many turnovers against a team that has turned it over in this tournament with some pressure put to them.
Good move to the bucket there by Cal. And he's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws.
I think it's
Driscoll. That's his 4th.
4 on Driscoll, right. 3 guys with 4 for Dexter now. Fouls, that is.
Got the first one.
Jackson 9 for 10 from the free throw line.
Timeout, Dexter.
And Dexter will take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:41 left in the ball game. Jackson leads it 34-27. (34-27). Indians lead the Bearcats. Low scoring affair here in this Consolation Championship matchup. Fall-away 3 wouldn't go. Wasilewski clears. And a foul out front. They're going to get Peyton Driscoll.
Peyton's going to foul out with 2 points in the game.
Quinn Scott from the line, shooting 2.
Coach Chad Allen's only been playing 7 players. Only 2 guys off the bench have gotten in. We'll get Ryder Bowles back into the game as Driscoll's going to have to take a seat for the last 3:03 of this contest. Lead back up to 8 now after that first free throw. And he got both of them, did Quinn Scott. Good shooter, junior, 6'2 junior for his dad, Darren Scott. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Dexter.
Got to get some points, Dexter.
9-point deficit for the Bearcats. You wouldn't think that would normally be, all that many, but, with the low scoring affair, you only got 2:38 left in this contest. They're going to have to start to get hot from 3, which they can. We've seen them. That's going to be 4 on Cal. Good kick out. Couldn't get it to go, though.
But you're just not hitting the threes like they have in previous games. Had a good look.
Yeah, they've had some opportunity. Get the steal there. Floater in the lane. Goes for Slusher.
Slusher now with 10 for Dexter.
We go inside, 2 minutes left in this game. Another turnover by the Indians. And here come the Bearcats. A 3 here would be big. Instead, they don't get it. Quinn Scott, boy, barely turned around in time. And Coach Darren Scott takes a timeout. It's probably a good timeout by Coach Scott. We'll take it with him. 1:46 left in the game. Jackson leads at 36-29. Jackson with the ball and the 7-point lead. Foul out front on Dorton. 2 free throws.
Yeah, double bonus. Hit your free throws, take home the consolation. That's what Jackson has in mind.
Snuck the first one in over the front of the rim. And he got them both.
Gotta go.
Buck 30 left. Floater, good. Good little move by Ryder Bowles to get in the lane. Hit that floater. And now we get a turnover.
Bowles, nice game for him. He's got 15 to lead Dexter in scoring. No Jackson Allen out there to hit a 3 for you.
Spot up 3, off the mark. Nice save in. Count the bucket and the foul. Wow, that started with Ryder Bowles saving it in. And a great job by Cole Nichols to score that.
His first basket of the night.
Wow.
Nichols. Yeah, both Bowles and our man Carter Dorton were there. They both had a hand in kicking it back to Nichols.
Couldn't complete the 3-point play, though.
Dexter 4 for 11 from the free throw line, Chris. Not a typical Dexter free throw shooting.
And it's going to be Dexter basketball. Dexter will take a timeout. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 47 seconds left. Jackson leads it 38-33.
Timeout, Dexter.
Now Coach Chad Allen wants to take a timeout. He wanted to see, I guess, how they –
Give me a timeout. Do I have any timeouts left? That's what he said. Give me a timeout.
I guess he wanted to see what they were going to come out and
Chad, you got one more left.
what they were going to look like. He may want to keep that one in his pocket. You just never know in the last 47 seconds. Hey, you know, something we hadn't talked about, and here it's at the end of the game. We're not going to have a lot of time, but, you know, we talked earlier about district assignments coming out tomorrow. Also found out that the state playoffs are going to be a little different in basketball. Instead of having one tournament location, the higher seed is going to host. So it's going to be a home and home.
Yeah, a little different. That's big difference.
Yeah, that's a so I mean, just like
no
it was in
schools,
right? Just like it is in football. The higher seed hosts, and then once you get to sectional and quarterfinal, which you know who's playing and how many home games have they hosted, and all that stuff goes into it. But no tournament sites. It's going to be a higher seed, so that's a little different look during this 2020 season. Bowe's runner in the lane wouldn't go. Ernst clears. That's a big rebound by Ernst. And they're going to foul the freshman and make him hit some free throws.
2 free throws down the other end.
That's his fourth. Blaine Harris.
Closest Dexter's been is 2. Yeah, what you're talking about with districts, it is a different look. No home court advantage for anybody. No, I vote for you this year, you vote for me next year.
That's right. Rattled in the first one. Did the freshman. He'll get a second. And he got both of them. A couple big free throws there.
I like their freshmen. Jackson's.
And we had somebody get to 40 in the game. 40-33, inside 20 seconds now.
See it.
Wasilewski gets rid of it before he can get called for the travel. And now Quinn Scott's going to be fouled.
Riley Slusher with his 5th.
He's going to have to go to the bench.
Quinn Scott on the line, shooting 2.
So Dexter's had 2 guys foul out, already had a short bench, did the Bearcats, and now they've lost 2 to foul trouble.
Jackson with only 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter. Rest of their points coming from the foul line.
Got both of them. Did Scott. 9-point lead with 11 seconds left. Coach Darren Scott will empty his bench. He'll get some guys in. And we get a foul out front. That's going to be on Schneider. 5'10" sophomore. Long range 3 off the mark. And that will be the ball game. Jackson wins it the final 42-33. So congratulations to the Jackson Indians after losing a first round matchup to New Madrid. They come back and win the Consolation Championship. Your final 42-33. So congratulations to them. We our second semifinal of the night, or excuse me, not semifinal, our second game of the night will be third and fourth place. It will be Poplar Bluff taking on Sykeston. Poplar Bluff, the number 8 seed, Sykeston, the number 6 seed. So a 6-8 matchup here for third place. And I believe Jeff has our final stats just about ready here.
Got it. Here we go for Dexter. Not a lot of scoring, only 33 in the game. did have 2 players in double digits. Ryder Bowles played well. He led Dexter in scoring with 15. 10 points for Riley Slusher for Dexter. 3 points for Carter Dorton, and 2 points each for Cole Nichols and Peyton Driscoll, and 1 for Dylan Seitz for the 33. So Jackson Allen, after that 20-point effort last night, shut out here tonight. Didn't get a bucket. For Jackson, they end up with 6 players in the scoring column. Only 1 guy in double digits, though, for the Indians. That was Quinn Scott. He had 11. 9 points for Elliott Cow. 8 points for Blaine Harris, the freshman. 7 for Clayton Ernst. 2 points each for Rhett Liley and Nick Wazlewski. So Wazlewski not much scoring. So not a very, if you liked the offense, you didn't like that one. That game was ugly, but Jackson did enough to win the Consolation Championship.
So congratulations to the Indians. We will step aside now for a quick break. We'll come back and we'll have the 3rd and 4th place game. You've been watching the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV.